Hello guys, hello. Top of the morning to ya. Hi guys, cheers. Okay, this is video one. I'm going to keep it short. Now, just for the sake of to keep confusion down, I'm going to go ahead and make this, and thank you for the lady. I think if she wants it, I can send her the price. If she changes her mind on the 10, number 76, I will put it back up. But thank you if you still want it after seeing the price of it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mark this book as 77, just because I don't want to, I don't want to confuse anybody. So it's just a big, humongous book of map pages, and I'm just jumping right in, guys. Good morning, good night, good evening, happy dawn, on the cusp of sunset, wherever you are in the world. Hello. And so all of the instructions on how to buy any of this, it's so simple, is in the intro video. Basically, I'm peddling and getting rid of my entire, well, I would say like 96% of my entire stock that I have had for many years. Some of the items have been gifted to me, like the book I'm about to show y'all again. I showed it to you on the first video, but I saved it for something. So, excuse me, all the instructions are in the description box. You just have to click on more and it will open up. And you'll see the item. What I would do, and I'll tell you this quickly because I said I wasn't going to talk a lot, and I'm not. I'm just going to show you what I've got and maybe say a little bit of why I acquired it or bought it, or, why it spoke to me as a seller. That's all I am, a seller. I'm not a crafter. But I do like to stitch. I love stitching, and I can't wait to use my Carla Frizzell Hood Swift on my next trip. Okay, anyway. So basically the instructions are, if you click on more, the instructions are in the description box, and you can either have me set up an Etsy listing for you, or you can pay me via PayPal. You might only see one item that you're interested in and nothing else. Just tell me that's it, and make sure to give me your address. And I will put my Gmail account up here again somewhere at some point on the backdrop of this, so you can see it really well. I could do it now and maybe put it in black. I might do that. But anyway, you just send me an email and say, I want that number, lot number 77 or lot number whatever, or several lots. And guys, I'm going to try my best, but I can't promise you. I'm going to try to do mostly, it's kind of random. So I'm going to try to do mostly books. And I'll put that in the title, mostly books. But if you look at the listing, because I have everything listed in the description box, look below, you'll see, now this video may just be this book and one item, and you'll understand why. That it's just going to be a whole video. So, and then in the title or in the description, I'll try to put mostly books, but look at the list and kind of scan the list and see if there's anything you want. It kind of helps you gauge how much the item is and what it is, as opposed to watching my video. Although I would love for you to watch my videos all the way through. That would be nice. I'm not monetized or anything. I'm not trying to get monetized, but it's kind of cool when y'all watch the whole thing. Anyway, so this is a big giant book. And it is full of pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of maps. I got this way back when, during my junk journal paper pack sales. And I think even these pages are really good. They're really nice and big for glue books. They're really nice and big for junk journal pages. They're just wonderful. Some things that you get from me might be craft condition, and what I mean by that, and I try to let you know that, I might have taken a page out of something, but I don't think I did out of this one. There's Japan, there's Burma, Levant. So yeah, so this, I acquired it a long time ago. It's number 77, and I'm just going to go ahead and label that 77 to keep the numbers in consequential order in some kind of chronology. What am I doing? Oh, I was going to measure this for you. Okay. So it's a big one. It's about 10 3/4 by 13, 14, 15 and a half, somewhere roughly around there. And I'm not doing measurements on anything, guys. This is a real true D-stash. I will show you pictures so you can gauge, and I may pull out the ruler to kind of help you gauge what you're getting, especially when we get to fabrics, because I have a lot of really cool fabrics that I want to share with you. Okay, so that's number 77. All right, now let's move on to this big box of goodies. I'm going to show you the books first, and I'm just going to show you how I've thrown everything into the box. So it's a sewing, fashion, pattern making, seamstress, sewist, junk journal book on sewing and fashion and needles and papers and dresses and knitting and needlework. It's just a whole needle dabistry, if you will, kind of thing. And that's not really a word, and I'm sorry. Okay, so why did I put this together and curate this together and save things for it? Because I don't know, y'all make a lot of sewing books. I love sewing books. I don't have one. I'm playing when I have time. Oh my God. In a book that I have where I'm stitching things into right now when I have time. I don't have a lot of time, but it's going to be forever. One of these days I'll come back on here if it happens before I'm dead and gone. I'll come back on here and show you guys my sewing projects at some point. Anyway, so this book came from Sophia. Thank you, Sophia, again and again and again and again. And I haven't properly thanked you yet, and that's for a reason. And you know why, because we kind of talked about it. You said you would call on me when. Okay, so we'll talk about that. So this came from Sophia Jiang. It's a sewing book. I've had this book before, and I pulled it, sort of culled it from the big boxes that she gave me because I thought it would be perfect to go with my sewing fashion theme box. So, and it doesn't have to be fashion. It could be, look at the weaving, turning collar and cuffs. So I curate sewing stuff for sewing journal books. That's got a lot of pages in it. Okay. It might be craft condition. I'm not sure. Maybe there were some pages taken out. I don't know, but I think this is perfect, and it's perfect for junk journaling, for tag making, for you know, glue booking stuff, any kind of stitchery work. So there's that one. That goes in this one kit. This is number 78, and I'll show all of it, which is why it's only going to be one video, because it's kind of a lot. Okay, so then I have this book. I've used this a lot. It's called Fashion, in case some of you want to go purchase it. It's a really heavy book, and it's got a lot of beautiful fashion, like hardcore fashion pieces in it. I'll just flip through some of the pages. Why do I have this? Focus, Renee, on why you have this. So I got this a long time ago for, look at the, almost like a kimono. I got this because I curated way back when, I got, made some stitchery boxes, and that's what I call them, stitchery sewing boxes. And so some of these, look how beautiful that is. Some of these pages went into those boxes. Okay, so let me just do a flip through and be quiet. Let me flip and sip, flip and sip. Oh, I love this coat. Look at that coat. Isn't that cool? Lots of fashion ideas in this one, but it gets even more traditional fashion craziness. Excuse me. This reminds me of Lady Gaga's. Remember her meat dress? Oh God, that was so disgusting. I would throw up everywhere, and I haven't thrown up since I was pregnant. But I would just barf all over the place if I had a meat dress on my body. That's disgusting. But I love Lady Gaga. I love her. Trying to turn with one hand because I got coffee in the other one. So, that's cute. I hope you guys are doing some fun stuff. Texas is hot. Ooh, it's muggy and sticky. Everything. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, let me keep going. I had some Asian buttons like that one time. They went in some of my kits. That reminds me of something Haley Marie Vintage. That girl can sew. She just sews everything. I wish I could do that. It's so fun, I think, to make your own clothes. She makes some really cute vintage dresses. I would love to, just to be young and dress old-ish, but fashionable. It's just so fun, it seems. There's a lot of headdresses there. Those are really fun. Actually, I think I might take these out. Just this page, guys. Sorry. And I do this. If you're new to my sale, I do this. I'm going to take these hats out and save that for somebody. Okay. But I won't take anything else out. That just, I had to have that. most of y'all aren't interested in that kind of stuff. There's only one person in the YouTube world that I know who junk journals, and her focus for the most part is just dead set on Black American, African American looks and themes, which I love, love, love. It's a specialty. It's specialized. Tahira. This is really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I would never wear anything like that. Not unless I was 18 again. But then it would be a different time, right? And it probably wouldn't go. Oh my God. I was a fashionista when I was younger. My mom just rolled her eyes. My mama, she rolled her eyes at me all the time. My grandmother too. That's really pretty. So anyway, let me cut it short because that's enough. It's got a lot of beaded stuff and 20 stuff. Look at that pretty piece there. And if you're just interested in this sewing box, it's gonna take up this whole video because I have to show you what's in it. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. That's pretty. Ooh, I love the colors. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm supposed to get down with it and don't talk a lot. But look at the colors on that. That's pretty. I really, really, really like that a lot. Look at the sleeves. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. All right, so you get the gist of it, right? It's just so many beautiful things. Y'all should go buy this book. I've torn a lot of pages out. This book, excuse me, is really craft conditioned because I took so many pages out of it way back when. But there's so many left in here. So many beautiful things left in here. Reminds me of my grandmama. I wore one of her hats, her hat. She was 18 years old too. I was young and taking a paralegal course, and we had a little hat fashion day way back when, guys, before, you know, I was in school. Look at that, in college. Look at that. And I won the contest for my grandmother's hat. It was so cute. That's pretty. Look at that pattern. Okay, so y'all see, right? You see everything here? You're getting it? Take notes. That's a famous image there, picture there. Look at that. That's crazy. This also reminds me of BB. Bernadette Banner, honey. Love her to pieces because girlfriend be doing some stuff. She does some stuff. I think she's got written a book too. Look at the patterns. Look at the patterns. Oh man, isn't that image gorgeous? Guys, I'm keeping it. I'm putting that in my journal. Oh, I'm sorry. I could have fun with that image. I could write a whole poem around that image. Okay. Let's see. Down to the last part. So let me just flip a little faster here. Look at the samples. I still don't have my air conditioner on yet. I could cut the air on, guys, but I really am accustomed. My body, ooh, look at that, is accustomed to heat. So I'm not a wuss. I'm not. And I'm saying that to everybody. My brother-in-laws, oh my God, they can't survive without, they can't survive. Honestly, they cannot survive without, they have to be in the air conditioner. They have to, I mean, and really, to be honest, heat is dangerous. I mean, you have to like have air, right? Okay, there's that one. And, but my brother-in-laws, they're really high maintenance. They, you know, anyway, yeah, I'm not. And it's not, I shouldn't say that. It's not about being high maintenance. Okay, focus on what you're doing. You said you weren't going to talk, Renee. Okay, this book, I put this one in because these pages in here are beautiful, perfect, beautiful for junk journal books and needle tapestry books. Okay, any kind of needlework. These are perfect. So I'll do a quick flip through of this one. And I'm not going to talk. Look at the mermaid. I keep saying I'm not going to talk and I keep talking. Look at the mermaid. See, I love this image. Look at that. And these are matte pages. So let me hush. It's got the patterns in there. Matte pages. I'll measure it for you here in a second. Beautiful. I love these sleeves here. Those are nice. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Sorry. That's cute. I took my niece to school early in the morning. She's in summer school. Good God, she has to be there at 7:30. And we have to drop the baby off at daycare. He's so cute. He is so cute, my great nephew. He's so adorable. He's so white. My sister and I just laugh because he's so white. He's such a cute little white baby. His dad's genes, I mean, you know, his dad's genes just really kicked in. I like that. I like that whole picture. Really kicked in hard. We keep trying to find Mexican and black in there somewhere, but it ain't happening. He's so adorable. He gets bit a lot at daycare, so my sister's been kind of pissed off about that. Okay, there's that one. This is so cute. I love magazines like this with these nice matte, beautiful pages. Oops, sorry, I kind of knocked you guys. And it's got some pretty bamboo looking pages, pattern paper in there, so you could use that in your journals. Some needle pictures. Okay, so there's that one. Then there's this one that goes in here. So there's 1, 2, 3 books. I think that's all the books in there. I've got some other pages. So this one goes into this. Oh, I was going to measure that, wasn't I? 9 1/4 by 9 and just a bit shy more than 9 3/4. Okay. So there's that. This one, let's go ahead and measure this and get it out of the way. Almost 9 inches by 9 3/4. Okay, so here's this one, And you can purchase these. I don't know. These books are expensive. This one right here in US, $24.95. In Canada, $27.50. In the UK, $14.95. This one, excuse me, there's the price on that one. And this fashion book, this thing was expensive. I just remember I was so happy when I found it because it's very, very, very expensive. I forget what the price is, but anyway, so you kind of know. And I'm pretty sure because they're kind of, you know, older books, but you might be able to find them. This one has semi-glossy pages, but I got this one for also for the images on here. My mom bought these little bears, guys. Oh, I know, I have to show you. She bought these from her friend in Canada who makes these, and they came in these little bags. So I'm saving those for my nephew because he's still young enough to want to play with stuff like that. That's what that reminds me of. Those came from my mama's friend, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. She's in Canada. Her and my mom talked a lot. They communicated quite a bit. There's some really cute drawstring pouches, knitted. Ooh, I love her socks. I love those. Oh, love those. Reminds me of when my daughter was in ballet. She loved ballet. I couldn't afford to keep her in it though because I was a single mama in California, but she was in it for like 3 years and she wanted to stay in it, but I couldn't afford it anymore. And I worked full-time. I always worked full-time. These are really pretty. That's an idea, guys, for sewing and stitching stuff. Look at those. Those are called swatches. Swatches in this photo are all the same size. The gauge at which they are knit range from 2 to 7 stitches per inch. Whatever that means, because I don't speak knitting. I don't speak knitting. I don't know how to knit. And I love, 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 love this. I saved, y'all saw these, right? I know, guys, I'm deviating. Just bear with me. I had these in my first sale, and nobody went for them. But they're really good for, like, decorations and stuff. So those are up for grabs. I'll put a number on them later. And they'll be up for grabs if you're interested. And that's this book. Look at this. I love this. For a junk journal. Pretty. Okay, now. Love the rainbow. Love this image. Oh, I love these colors. I love those colors right there are the bomb. That one looks more blue on the screen, but here it's a pretty teal. So beautiful. I love those colors a lot. Cute little baby, and that's it. Okay, so there's that. So you get this book, this book, this book, and this book. All part of this box I'm going to show you. Let me set these aside. And this is going to be lot number, oh God, what did I say? Number 78. Okay, here's the box where I've thrown stuff down in here. So now let me show you what's in here. This is going to take a hot minute. So let me see if I can, without tearing up my desk. Okay. It's random. All right. So, I've got this beautiful scarf in here that I found. It's vintage. Reminds me of, y'all remember, if you've been with me long enough, my mama's doll clothes, baby doll clothes, and one of them I cut up and put it in my snippet roll, and now my snippet roll is part of my Roxy, one of those volume panels. I can't remember which one it is I participated in, but it's on there now. So my snippet roll for all 6 generations of mine is now part of my snipper roll. Okay, so this goes in here, it's part of my panel. My snipper roll is part of my Roxy panel now, with my mama's, one of her little debutante doll clothes, baby doll clothes images on there. Sorry, I can't get it out. Okay, so this one has these little ballerinas, dance ball girls as part of this. Now, while I'm showing you this, I will talk, but I'll keep showing you so I don't waste a lot of time. Anything that doesn't sell, like from box 1, box 2, box 3, the Sophia boxes, I'm going to take to the flea market in like maybe 2 weeks. I'll take to the flea market. And now obviously, you know, I'll let them sit there for a while, so you guys will have to kind of go back through and look to see if there's anything you want before it goes. And so, yeah, that's that. Oh, and here's the edges of it. Doesn't have, oh, it does have a hole right there. There's that. So I put that in there just because I think it's perfect for a fashion journal. You can make all kinds of flips and different things with that. And then I put in this, let me go a little faster. I think I'll just go ahead and tell you to keep me from talking because I'll stall a lot. Everything in this box is meant, like I said, for a sewing junk journal, a sewing seamstress, sewist book, room decor for a sewing space. If you are, you know, you have a sewing studio, for fashion, that kind of thing. Okay. And I'm not going to measure anything. It is what it is. This is all destashed. It's all remnants. It's all craft condition stuff. And this is by, just in case, Heirlooms by Hellman something. I think that says literature. I don't know what that says. But anyway, there's that. And we have a broken mid-century kind of a planner that's broken. It's so old that this part didn't last. So I put that in there because you could make a journal out of that. This is worthy of repurposing, mid-century kind of thing. We've got junk journal pages and images, and it's kind of going to be curvy because it's been sitting in that box for a while, but I love this image. And that's from a sewing book. There's a sewing basket. Keyhole, eyelet, handwork, machine work. That's really nice. And then we've got, let me see, I can spread these out. Pages, excuse me, Sewing Vogue pages. Tamara gave me, thank you, Tamara. She gave me a lot of pages like this too. I kept some for myself. When I look at these things, and I'll keep showing you while I'm talking so I don't waste time, I think about and there's a lot here, guys. I think about my great aunt, because she was a 1970s machine stitcher. She did my mama's wedding dress. I might skip some pages. And these are obviously in here because they're great for sewing books. And they've got brown women in here. I love that. So they're for all kinds of, you know, fashion, sewing. If you're interested in a pattern, you can gauge what Vogue number it is. Let me just go through this a little faster. It's a lot of pages in here. A lot. And they're double-sided. Okay, and there's one lady cut out. And there's more there. She's fly. Look at her. Okay. And then we get into some other kind of papers and book pages. I love this image of, I put this in here because I like the image of these ladies, grandmothers with this young daughter stitching this quilt together. And you can see their feet under there. That would be a really cool image. Love that. And then this image is old. Both of these are, this is out of a book. I put this in here because this is probably from the 50s, I'm sorry, 1952. Man tri-coat, little girl with some stitching stuff on the back, ads and different things like that. And this is one of my old coffee dyed images. These were, I don't know if I've gifted these or I still own them, but they're old French Marie Antoinette images of clothes and dresses, and several of you have seen that, and I just printed it on some of my coffee dyed paper. Those I had a digital of those. I don't know if I still do or not. Love this image. I think I've shown this maybe or something like it, and I would love to know what they're talking about. What are they saying? That's cool. Okay, more pattern. Let me try and keep this all sized out. So you're watching me curate as we go. This is a pattern paper piece, and I'm going over 33 minutes, guys. I'm going to do it, but it's just this one pack in the map book, okay? So this is going to be lot number 78. And it's just going to be the video on this, and then I'll start the video with books, fabric, some other really cool things that y'all might be interested in. Okay, here's that. Trying to get all the paper. And here's this image here. This is I forget this lady. I forget her name, but it's Hollywood somebody. You've got this image here. And remember, we're talking about fashion and sewing. More pattern paper. This you could probably find, but it's an old pattern of designer paper. This is I think this might have come from, it's a nice fashion bag that you can put stuff in. I think that came from one of the ladies I buy cards from sometimes. I'm not going to say her name right now anyway, but anyway, thank you. I kept that. Okay, and then this is some pattern paper. I buy jokers from her. So there's that. Pattern paper. And this image of this lady, she's somebody's president's wife. It's on the back right there. Okay, now let's see. Oh, and here's two cards that came out of probably one of my journals that I thought was fun to put in here. And one of the makers has beautifully stitched around that with some coffee paper. Okay, now let me just kind of go through the stuff. So that's paper. So you got a lot of paper to play with. Fun stuff. Got some fabric pieces. I'll probably put some more stuff in there. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Just depends on time. Time. Okay. Now, I'm just going to start throwing stuff on the table. Ready? Let me get a sip of coffee. A lot of this is collectible. You can gift it, you can keep it, you can frame it, you can make a frame for your sewing room. So I'm just going to start putting it down. And some of the pieces, let me just show you now. Some papers I put in there like that are old. We're not going to find these anymore. And they have the barcodes on the back, but these are like, you know, you're not going to find them like this anymore. So you may want to stitch something on there or stitch some buttons on there. I like to keep packaging like that. I think that says, that's an old Michaels. Yeah, there we go. 89 cents. There was cents. Yeah, there's no name on that, 75 cents. So that's why I put packaging in there. These are also really cool for sort of gluing down on a page. And again, you know, making little elements out of them, little ephemera. Okay, so I'm just going to start throwing it on there, and I'm going to shut the bleep up. There's a receipt. Oh, this came out of my grandmother's stuff. Out of my mom's when I was going through things. This is an old Hancock receipt. Okay. There's packaging. A tag. A fashion girl. Backed with coffee dye. These came out of maybe a journal I got. There's a yellow zipper. More packaging. More packaging. And believe me, there's more in here than just packaging. I love the packaging. There's a card. Beautiful, Bella Beautiful. Some hook and eyes. Old stuff. Oops. Needles. Ballpoint sewing machine needles, size 11. Refco. I've never heard of Refco. Have y'all? I never heard of Refco. A lint brush. Thread. Carpet and button thread. That's Kmart, I think. Let me stop messing with that camera because I want y'all to see everything. Old spool, wooden spool. Great for small snippets once you finish all that. A tracing wheel, unopened. More needles. Tapestry needles. Old packaging, hook and eye packaging, still with threads coming out of it because they sewed those down. That's really cool to preserve in a book because you're not going to see that again like that. More needles. Dino needles, sewing machine needles. Some old pins, baby pins, lingerie pins, excuse me. This is lingerie pins, Sears. And those are really nice. I know a lot of ladies rust up pins. These are already kind of golden brown and rusted up for you. Excuse me. I like to use these. I like how on my panel I put on my sewing panel. I know, guys, I'm supposed to be focused, right? I put a little relic bed on my Rachel Roxy Creation stitchery. There's my 6 generations. My tatarabuela, bisabuela, mi abuela, my mom, me, and then my daughter, that all represents, and I just added it to the whole panel. And then, of course, my favorite, I was stitching that when I was sitting with my mom while she was going through chemotherapy. And, you know, after chemotherapy, I had a lot of stitching time to watch movies with her. And I love Bitch Stitching is Okay Too. Y'all remember that. I got this weaving idea right there from K3N. Catherine, thank you for showing us how to do woven stuff. That's my famous piece that I just stitched myself with my long ass red thread. But this is what I wanted to show you. This little tiny little bitty ruching here on this pen that I got from Rachel at Roxy Creations, because she, you know, kind of stuck some stuff on her panel. Hopefully I put you back right. There we go. On her panel with these little pins. These are important. You don't think much of this, but these are important for embellishments, for all kinds of stuff. They're just important. And you're not going to find them like really old like that. Okay, more hooks and eyes. More hooks and eyes. Whoops, sorry. More hooks and eyes in this packaging with threading. That's really beautiful. More hooks and eyes. Oh, these are cool. These are pins. And the packaging still, More needles. Oh, Lord. Look at this. Hold on. Look at that. Singer sewing. This reminds me of my grandmother too. She did tapestry work too. Look how big that needle is. Now, what kind of needle do you sew with that? Is that a doll needle or what? Dang. I don't know. I won't be sewing nothing that darn big, but there's 3 needles in there, and then there's this hook needle right there. Tapestry, carpets, chairs, matting, tarpaulins, whatever that is, bags, and car seats. Guys, I should know these things, but I don't. Okay, here is a brooch. A ceramic brooch that's cute. That's in there. Here is a Piggly Wiggly. Remember Piggly Wigglies? I do. That's where my grandmother shopped a lot, at Piggly Wiggly. It's still got its little foil and the needles are still in there. Some are missing here. But let's just get a little image of that. Yeah, Piggly Wiggly. Okay, more needles. These are 12 darning needles, darners. There we go. Can you see that? Ooh, those are pretty. Yes. So if you do a lot of stitching, slow stitching, this might be a pack for you. Or machine stitching, more hook and eyes. Can't get enough of those. This tiny little vintage box of hooks and eyes, I think, in there. It's got the old tape on there. You can see. Yeah, that's cute. That's old. Decorative stuff. Okay, and then what is this in here? Here's something. I don't remember what this is. This is a pouch. It looks like it was made. Oh, it's a little pillow. Oh, cute. A little doll pillow. Maybe it's a pin cushion. I don't know. Here's the pouch. I forgot that was in there. And it's made out of red ribbon around. It's hand stitched, machine stitched, I think. Yeah, machine stitched. It looks like it might be like a pin cushion or a doll pillow. I don't know, but it's in there now. It's hand done. Somebody made it, so there it is. Another yellow zipper. Different color yellow. Yellow. Okay, Carla, I hear you. Okay, this is a measuring thingamajiggy. Sewing stuff. I don't know what that is. Here is some old snaps. And I have a ton of these things here. Y'all know what these are. I use these in, oh, and while I'm showing you this, so thank you to the lady who went and watched my 10 videos, and she emailed me. Thank you so much. She emailed me this morning and said, how much was those 10s? What was the pricing on those? She said, I've been watching them. And I hope more of you get inspired by my videos. It sure would be nice if you were inspired by my 10s to say that. If you're not, that's okay. That's fine. It's all good. But yeah, my 10s, nobody's matched them. No one has matched them. And yes, I'm tooting my own damn horn again because I deserve to. Shoot, I've been doing all kinds of peddling and selling with ideas. And anyway, so there's some hook and eyes. This is a cute little snap box. I'm not going to open that because they would fly out everywhere. This came from my mama's little stash. Let me just show y'all, because you know my mother was a Etsy seller too, but she sold ceramics and things, but she did make these gorgeous, beautiful dangles, and I can show you some if you'd like. But here's a thimble. Here is a hat. Here's one of the little black shoes that came out of her stuff. And then here's another little shoe, and here's another little teeny tiny itty bitty shoe. So lots of shoes, because it's fashion, right? And I'll probably put these, let me see if I have a 10 box to put these in to gift with this. Hold on. Okay, I had this box recently, so I'm just going to fill up. So this will come with this pack. So I will fill up. Sorry, that's loud. Sorry about that. The Ladies Home Journal Spring Fashion number whatever. So I'll put a lot of these little loose pieces in here. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. So I'll throw those down in there. Okay, keep going. Here is a tape measurement. We all love the paper ones. I still have one. I know, guys, I'm going off key. I said I wasn't gonna talk. I still have one from Tamara gave me that I just have saved it for me. I think I've shared a little bit of it, but there's one in there, a blue one. You've got this little pencil dino marker. I don't know what that's for. And then you've got this little red seamstress seam cutter stripper when you cut the seams out of something. You've got these. There's two of these in here. There's this one here and this black one here, and these are drits. I guess that was a big. These are sewing gauges, so there's two of those. There's a blue one. Isn't that pretty? It would be so cool if I bought a box like this. I would totally get a huge frame and just tack all of these old really pretty pieces. There's a crochet needle. It's really tiny. These pieces down, just having a display of old sewing notions and sewing stuff. There's a tiny needle. It's that boy, is that how you say that, guys? I don't know. Steel crochet hook. There's a purple gauge, lots of gauges in here. More sewing machine needles. I don't know what that. Oh, this is a yarn threader. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen threaders like that. It says it right there. Yarn threader, Betsy Ann, Jiffy. I don't know. Okay, then you've got safety pins, like a lot of them. Crafters safety pans, as if y'all need those. Who needs those? Nobody probably, but there they are. They're in there. You can share them. Make your own boxes up. Here is Jackie Gahn's Plaza Sewing Kit. Okay, that's kind of cool. The packaging in itself is just really cool. Oh, look at this. I love this. Oh my God, I should have saved that for my purple friend, but it's too late now. This is a really cool pincushion. Look at that. I haven't looked in this box in a while. It's been a minute. And it's made out of felt. I looked into the cupcakes pincushion. This is really cute, guys. It's so cute. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off yet. I don't know, because I looked at all the ingredients for Kate and the Nest cupcakes, and I don't have felt and I don't have mohair wool. I have some mohair wool, but it's around the spool thing, you know what I mean? So that's in there. That's purple. I'm sorry to my purple ladies, that's gone. Okay, then what did I put in here? Zippers. Woohoo! More zippers. Zippers and zippers and zippers. There's a gold one and a yellow one and a black one. Taupe. That's an old name for color. Lemon. Lots of yellows in here. Bone color. Oh my God, this is called spinach. Look at the name of that one. I would beg to differ. I bet it's more like a spearmint than a spinach, but that's what it's called. Look at that, spinach. Can you see that? It's a spinach color. I didn't notice that. That's cool. And a brown. Okay, and then we've got, oh my God. I had intended to divide this into two packs, two kits, but I just didn't. I don't have time. And then look at these tiny, itty bitty little needles. These are size 7. Man, you got to really be doing some intimate stitching with that kind of stuff. And then there's 1, 2, 3, This is a really old one here. Thimble. So can you see that? Excuse me. I'm going to go all day, guys. I haven't had breakfast yet, but I'm going to be posting all day. Today and tomorrow. So 3, what does that say? Made in, what does that say? Oh boy, I didn't want this video to be this long. I don't know what that says. Hold on. I know I like to do stuff with y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, upside down, I think. I don't know what this says. Wait, sorry guys. Hold on, because I'm adamant about this stuff. Let's see. G, is that a G? G-I-T. Oh, I think it's, oh, it's Taiwan. Okay, I think that's what this is. It's Taiwan. So there are 4 symbols. That other one is in there somewhere. And then you got another one of these. Oh, dang, what is that? Look at that. What kind of hook is that? I don't know. Maybe if I put it against my nail. I don't know, guys. Gosh darn it. Don't. I'm not editing that out. Okay. Don't move. Thingy. Ugh. It's teeny tiny. So what is that? Oh. Shoot. Okay. Oh my God. You guys, y'all, there we go. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay, I'm putting this up before I break it. It's very thin. Okay. There's some purple lace in there. 52 minutes. Good Lord. I'm done now. I think I'm almost done. Yes. There's some more snaps. Here are some more needles. More needles. Singer needles. Size 70-9, 80-11, 80-11/11. And some of them are, there's like, this is missing 2 or 1, I'm sorry. 80-11 is missing 1, but these are brand new needles. And then you get a whole pack of these small needles. These are really fun. The packaging, I'm telling you, the packaging is just fun. Look at that. Can you see that? Yep. So you can make your own kits with these. You can host these up in a frame and do whatever you'd like to do with them. Okay, and I think that's it. Oh, one more. Oops. There's one of those hiding in there. That's a brown one. Do people still use those anymore? I don't know. I know my great auntie did. There's that. There's some buttons and a hair clip. I think I need to add some buttons in here. So, oh, and here's another package of needles. There. So lots of needles. You can make your own kits if you want to. Singer needles. This reminds me of my grandmother. This, you know what this is for? That's for draperies, because she made draperies too. She worked in a sewing factory, but she made her own. She hand stitched and sewed on a machine, but also on factory machines. My grandmother did. And I remember this being a drapery hook. I know that what that is. Okay, so there's that. And I think I might keep this, guys, to memorialize my grandmother, like that record player disc that Tahira gave me. And I might keep that. I think I will. Okay, if y'all don't mind. And then there's a bobbin. These are polyester threads, but they're brand new. I have a ton of these. They're brand new threads, and they're bobbins, paper bobbins for embroidery. I think machine embroidery. Okay, so there's that. All right, that's it. There's just other little doodads. I don't know what they are. Hooks and eyes that wasted in there. Okay, so I'm gonna put all of this in here as much as I can. You get the books. Now, what am I going to add to this? 55 minutes. Good God. So this is lot number 78. Okay, if you're interested in that, shoot me an email, and I'll add my email address into the video. So, and then just stay tuned, because now I'm just going to get to showing you some stuff like books and fabrics and just some really cool stuff that I think junk journalers and people that craft can use. It's just my way of getting rid of stuff with y'all first, and then it all goes to the flea market after that. Okay, so I'll put some buttons in here. If you want to see what kind of buttons. Oh my goodness. I have some on packaging. I can put some of those in there, but I have a ton of this kind of stuff. Just buttons and buttons and pretty old vintage buttons. And I'll just scoop up a handful. I plan to fill this tin here with buttons. This Wizard of Oz tin with buttons. Just put buttons in there. And thank you. I think it was, who bought those gold buttons for me? I think it might have been Melanie. I can't remember. But anyway, thank you. I think it was Melanie. So I'll put, a bag of scoop of these buttons in here for you, so that it's a real sewing fashion kit pack. Okay. It's kind of really, you can make your own kits with this, your own boxes and things like that. Okay, guys, I'm going to say bye. Keep watching. There's more to come. This is lot number 78. If you are interested in this whole gathering, then just email me, and then stay tuned. And I promise I'm going to try my best to keep the videos under like 32 minutes, to keep it right at 32, so they're not long and drawn out like this one. But sometimes it's just a lot of stuff. I need to flip faster through books, I guess, and not talk as much. I keep saying I'm not going to talk, but I keep talking, because yeah, that's what I do. I get that from my dad. So anyway, talk to y'all later. I'll be back. Bye.